Hello my viewers, welcome back to the channel. The video title, what this video is about. I'm doing an NFL game picks for week 8. And if you're new to the channel, I basically just go through each game and I choose who I think gonna win based off, of course, statistics, based off of me watching their games actually, and some of the players they have on the team, and also home field advantage sometimes and the way the team momentum is carrying to this. So I go based off of that and a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, I'm gonna go through and pick different games. Ravens and Bucks. I'm taking the Ravens. The Ravens should be probably. The Ravens should really be. It could be undefeated really, because most of their losses, the 3 losses, they blew the lead. The Giants, they blew the lead. They had a double-digit lead against the Giants. They had a double-digit lead against the Bills, and they had a big lead against the Dolphins. So they blew some leads in some games. So like dang, they won all those. They won that. They'd be undefeated right now. And they'd be very fiery. But they finally didn't blow the lead against the Browns. They actually held the lead and they won the game. And they got some momentum coming into this game. It's a short week, and the Buccaneers haven't been the same. They lost to our Steelers, and then they lost to the Panthers like that. And they kind of got shut out. The defense was just both of the defenses, the Steelers defense and the Panthers defense was just corralling Tom Brady, getting all Tom Brady, frustrating them. And we was missing. The Steelers, they were missing like a lot. We were missing, like, Minkah Fitzpatrick was missing. The starting top cornerbacks, both of the cornerbacks was missing. A lot of people was missing. They still went out there and balled out. And you see the Panthers game, that Brian Burns and all those guys were just playing hard. And the Panthers just traded Christian McCaffrey, who was their best player on the team, probably best offensive player for sure. They traded him away, and then they went out there with PJ Walker and DJ Moore, and they went out there and they won the game. And I think the Buccaneers still trying to get back on track. And I think it's a short week, and it's too short of a week for them to get back on track. And I think the Ravens going to win this one. Broncos, Jaguars. I'm taking the Jaguars. I think the Jaguars, they had some close losses. They had some close losses like that happened to them. That last game against the Giants was very close. Came down to the wire. I was watching that game. Travis Etienne. Now that fumble do come back to bite you. I have Travis Etienne on my fantasy team. He had an amazing game, but that fumble that he had in the end zone, that one that he had with before the halftime, if that touchdown would have happened, if he had the touchdown, it could have changed the landscape. So they really was like close to winning. If you look at a few plays, like dang, if he would scored that touchdown right there, maybe a different situation in the game. Maybe we just need a field goal to win the game or something like that. But I think the Jaguars will bounce back against the Broncos. The Broncos have struggled. The defense is very good. The Broncos defense is very good. You look at their the defensive numbers, how the defense is holding teams down to bare minimum points, like 12 points and 15 points. It's just the offense cannot muster up points to win the game. Like the defense, if a defense holding teams down to like 14 to 15, you're like, oh shoot. I know my offense with Russell Wilson, these guys can go out there and win it. But Russell Wilson didn't play last game because of the hamstring injury. The coach decided to sit him out. But the backup quarterback was out there, and the game was still close. I think they lost 12-9. The game was still close. I feel like they was right there. I think it was 12-9. I might be mistaken, but the Jets did beat them. The Jets actually is a better team than everybody thought. They're playing better. They're playing very good on defense. Sauce Gardner is a good player. Now that one play in the end zone could have been PI, really. That could have been PI, really, because he did have both hands tied on the receiver. He did turn around for the ball, but he wasn't playing the ball because he still had he had the receiver arms kind of locked in together. So that play could have had some interference. That could have changed some stuff like that. So that was a little controversial play. But the Broncos, I feel like they still shouldn't be this close to these in these games. Like your defense playing like that, and the offensive weapons you got, you should be like blowing these teams out like that. But I'm gonna take the Jaguars in this game still though. Moving on to the next, Dolphins Lions. I'm taking the Dolphins. I think the game will be close though. I'm taking the Dolphins. Panthers, Falcons, I'm taking the Falcons. The Falcons run the ball a lot. They run the ball a lot. Like that, Marcus Mariota barely passed the ball as much. But the running kind of helped them because they did 3-4 now like that, which is not too bad like that. But even with the situation you got going on, the O-line at the best and all this extra stuff, you're missing Calvin Ridley and stuff like that. But the team still find a way to stay competitive and find a way to win some games too. Cardinals, Vikings, I'm taking the Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins' first game back, he went crazy. He balled out, had 103 yards, I think, in 10 catches. And Kyler Murray them moved the ball better. The defense played well, too, like that, because the defense, like DeAndre Hopkins came back and inspired the whole team. I feel like it. The defense had 2 pick sixes, and they can play like that. I ain't saying they get 2 pick sixes every game, but they can go out there and play and make splash plays. And when DeAndre Hopkins getting involved like that and start using them more and more down the field and open some stuff up, and Robbie Anderson maybe get involved with some deep passes and making some plays down the field, it can maybe open his offense up and like start getting back to the Cardinals that we saw last year. Bears and Cowboys. Oh, and also the Vikings. The Vikings not too shabby either. The reason I'm taking the Cardinals in this game is because the Vikings come off the bye week. They come off the bye week a little bit, so the Cardinals got some momentum. So I think they might catch them slipping a little bit. But the game should be a very exciting game. It might be a high scoring game, really. It might be the game of the week. Bears and Cowboys. I'm taking the Cowboys. That defense. I told you Michael Parsons. Michael Parsons is a beast. He's a one of one generational player. As long as he's on that field, he changed the whole culture of the Cowboys. I feel like it because ever since he got there, that defense has changed and have become elite level. Ever since Michael Parsons got there, and Michael Parsons sit out, they're not gonna win. I don't think. Now against the Bears, they probably win, but you never know though. But Michael Parsons, yeah, he's the driving force of the team, the heart and soul of the team. That man has changed the landscape with the Cowboys team. I think and Justin Fields have been sacked like 27, 28 times this season. So I think Michael Parsons and the Cowboys should probably get 5 of them, and one of them might be a strip. Justin Fields always give away one turnover. I love Justin Fields because I feel like he got a lot of potential, a lot of talent. The Bears don't put him in the right situation sometimes. The Patriot game, they finally did. They finally let him do him. Instead of like having him be a pocket passer, they did it early on. He stayed in the pocket and he threw the ball and he got tipped up again like that. He's not really used to just being in the pocket 24/7. So like they had him get out the pocket and had him run. He had 83 rushing yards and a rushing touchdown. He threw like 170 or 180 yards like that. I think he balanced both of them kind of out like that, and he also only had one turnover. Like that, one turnover that game, and they won. They blew the Patriots out like that. You see how the landscape changed. We start playing his game, start letting him do his stuff. Of course, you want him to protect himself. You got to bounce, slide, protect yourself and stuff. But you got to play this game. You got to get him on the move and let him throw and let him use his athleticism and let him use his play style and like that, and like just build a playbook around him, and you get some success as you can see. But I'm taking the Cowboys in this game though. Raiders, Saints. I'm taking the Raiders. The Raiders are trying to build some stuff up. They beat the Texans, and it was a good win right there. Like that, I think they put up 31 points. He was 31-20. They're trying to build the wins up and get back on track. And they're playing against the Saints. The Saints team that's coming off of a loss to the Cardinals. Loss to the Cardinals. Like that on Thursday night, a bad loss too. The pick sixes and all that stuff. But I think the Raiders gonna win this one for sure in the dome. Steelers, Eagles. As a Steeler fan, I'm choosing the Steelers, of course. Steelers, my team. I'm choosing the Steelers. And on Sunday, of course, I'm with the Steelers. But if I wasn't a Steeler fan, I always do this every time because I want to make it biased. I'm just choosing the Steelers every week. Like that. If I wasn't a Steeler fan, I'm choosing the Eagles because what the Steelers have shown me, they show me that the defense play well. Like that, defense can play well and keep the game like close, especially the past 2 games. Like the defense have been more on track. Holding the Bucks to 18, holding the Dolphins to 16. It's just the offense can't muster up the points to win a game. You think you hold a team to 16 points, you be like, my offense with these guys, we got George Pickens, Najee, all these guys, we go out there and muster some points up. But the play calling with Matt Canada is not too good, and the team just can't go out there and win. And the turnovers on offense and like just learning like situational football and being patient on some of the plays. But hopefully they can do it from a Steeler fan perspective. Hopefully we can go out there and we can do it and it'll be the big upset. Remember that one game we played against the Chiefs a couple years ago when the Chiefs was 5-0. Alex Smith had them rolling. Remember they drafted Patrick Mahomes that year, and Alex Smith was playing crazy, playing lights out. It was 5-0. We came in there and we won the game. Hopefully we can do something like that. Hopefully we can do something like that and like make some resemblance of that or something like just get us back on track or something. But if I wasn't a Steeler fan, I'm taking the Eagles. On to the next. Patriots versus Jets. I'm taking the Jets. The Jets team the defense been very good. Sauce Gardner and stuff like that has been playing on well and stuff. That was a PI though in the end zone that he had. They should call that PI still. I was like, yeah, that was a PI. That wasn't really locked down clamps. But overall throughout his career, which is only this year so far, he's been playing very good. Been playing very good this year. The rookie has been playing like a pro, like an all pro. Like they've been playing very good defense and been locking some things up downfield. The Williams brothers getting in there, making plays, and just destroying. They destroy Aaron Rodgers. And they just destroyed. It was like crazy, like to see the Jets just like beat the Packers down like that, and then the following week go in there and they beat the Broncos. Broncos was the team that came in the Broncos came in as being like a team that people were like, okay, the Broncos going to be the team to beat, and like, you know, they had all this stuff like going on. I know Russell Wilson didn't play, but the Jets to go in there and still win, and basically the underdog in all situations, really, every situation. And then now they play the Patriots. They get the opportunity to beat their foes, you know, beat the Patriots, and then we'll see a good matchup maybe down the line too with the Bills and the Jets going at it. That defense versus the Bills offense, that's gonna be very good to see. I'm taking the Jets versus the Patriots though. Titans versus Texans. I'm taking the Titans. Titans have been playing well. And they started off a little shaky, but as long as Mike Vrabel the coach, Mike Vrabel's a good coach, a very good coach like that. And he found a way to get his guys to win. They start running the ball better as well. Derrick Henry had a good game and stuff like that. So we're gonna see the Titans win this game against the Texans. I like Davis Mills, stuff like that. On the Texans and stuff. The Texans still missing something. They still missing something. Like they missing the defense, not as good. And the offensive line is not the best in the world. The running back, Pierce, is very good, too. Davis Mills is solid. He has his moments being good here and there, too. But Texas is still missing something. Brandon Cooks is underrated. Very good receiver as well. But they're missing something. They're missing that extra piece. Michi was a guy that's supposed to be playing this year. I think he had the cancer. I think he had the cancer. He had to miss the season. But the Texans, I think things get better for Texas next year. Next year, when they get some of their guys back, especially Michi. Michi is going to be a game-changing receiver. Get those guys back and maybe build the defense up. They can get back into it. But as of right now, in this moment, I'm taking the Titans. Giants, Seahawks, I'm taking the Giants. Commanders, Colts, I'm taking the Commanders. Colts benched Matt Ryan. I don't know if that's the right decision or not, because the Colts are what they 3-3-1, so they're not really a bad record. Matt Ryan has had 3 game-winning drives, I think, this year, and if I'm not mistaken. And then Matt Ryan has been playing. It might have been best football, you know, like a lot of interceptions. But he didn't hit a lot. The offensive line is terrible. He can't run the ball either. The offensive line used to be good. Like last year, it was very good, and he was moving the ball with Jonathan Taylor. He had all those yards, but this year I don't know what happened. Like the offensive line cannot stop anybody, and Matt Ryan is getting lit up back there. They say he's gonna be benched for the rest of the year. I don't know if it's the right decision or not. I feel like you still at 500 win percentage. So like he ain't got you. It'd be different if he was like 1-4 or 5 or something like that, 1-5, 1-6 or something, but you're at 500 still. So I would have just keep him in there. Like I know his shoulder hurt, not maybe like bench him for this game to let him rest up or something. But I would keep him as a starter. But that's just me. But I'm taking the Commanders in this game though. 49ers Rams. I'm taking the 49ers. They always had the Rams number. The Rams beat them in the NFC Championship game though. But in the regular season, 49ers taking them out. Packers Bills. I'm taking the Packers. I think it'll be an upset. I know Bills coming in hot. Like the Bills. But I think the Packers, Aaron Rodgers in prime time, always find a way to make it happen in prime time. I always find a way to get back on track. I know he might look a little shaky right now, but it's Aaron Rodgers, it's number 12. You know, in prime time on Sunday Night Football, he always find a way to make something happen. Something out of nothing. Aaron Jones always had big games in prime time. We seen the last prime time game they had on Monday against the Bears, where he had like was it 12 touches and 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. So it's like I think they make something happen. And then the last game is the Bengals and the Browns, which I believe is a Monday night game. And I think the Bengals are going to win that game right there. Hopefully the Browns can muster the win. Hopefully I'm wrong, but from a standpoint, if you're picking it, pick the Bengals. You know, the Bengals offense is crazy, good, and they've been Joe Burrow been going out there. He's been lighting it up. He's been lighting it up all over the place like that. But I think the Bengals going to win this game. But hopefully the Browns can win it for the sake of the division thing. Win it so they can get a loss on their record and maybe keep everybody still in it like that. But that's all I got for this video today. If you like this video, leave a like and subscribe. And I'll see you guys next time on the channel. Peace out.